A guy that certainly showed he is healthy is Colton Shaver, freshman on the BYU baseball team. Colton, welcome to BYU Sports Nation.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
How fun was last week? 4 wins, 1 against Utah, 3 against San Francisco, and you had what? A home run for each game, essentially 4 home runs.
It was a lot of fun. We just battled out and had a blast doing it.
When did you realize I'm in the zone this week?
I think I really realized it after the Utah game. I was like, so I feel good. I'm happy. I'm having fun. This is going to be a good week.
When you're in the zone, do you just expect to hit a home run every single time? You just go up there and just point at the, and it's Babe Ruth. This is going over right now.
No, I feel like just the ball's coming in slower and that I have a good chance of hitting this ball hard right here. And then the home runs just come when you hit it hard.
Are you trying to hit a home run a lot of the time, or are you a line drive hitter? What's your approach to the play?
My approach is just hit the ball hard, and then if it goes out, it goes out. And it did a couple times this week.
When do you know if a ball's going out or not?
You can feel it off your bat. It's kind of you just know.
Don't you hear a sound too?
Yeah.
Like there's like a certain like pop, like a sweet sound that you hear and you just know, right? Just music to your ears.
It's definitely different from when you don't hit it. You can tell the difference between when you hit it perfectly and when it's not hit well.
So take us through a moment when you swing the bat, you feel it coming off, you hear that sweet pop sound, and you know it's gone. What's your first couple steps like when you're trotting around the bases?
When I feel that ball come off my bat and I know it's gone, I like to kind of take a peek where it's going, and then afterwards I just look at the outfielder. I like to see what their reaction is.
That'll tell you.
It's funny. A couple of the outfielders have some funny reactions.
Nice.
So,
do you like to take your time, or do you like to just sprint around?
I like to take just a medium jog.
Maybe gloat a little bit. Do you ever like run past like the first baseman and go like kind of laugh at him?
That's against the rules of baseball, the unwritten rules. You can't do that.
I didn't
if he wants to get beaned the next time, right?
Exactly, yeah. But I laugh a little bit on the inside.
What's the best reaction you've had from an outfielder looking up at a home run ball?
There's a couple where they'll take a couple steps and then they'll just stop and let them just watch it fly. So that's always a good one, is when they just stop after 2 steps.
And they just give up.
And they just give up.
Like, this is over. So I see you have some wings here on your shirt. Is that just because you're swinging
Did you fly
away?
Southwest and they gave you some recently or something?
Yeah, they just gave us some. She was a nice lady.
Oh, I thought it was maybe like a nickname or something, like bombs away, blasting them or something.
Yeah, what's up with the wings?
Well, she just walked by on one of our trips and gave us some wings, and I felt like a little kid again, so I wanted to keep it.
No, I was kidding. You're for real. That's what I'm for real. Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Colton Shaver, freshman on the BYU baseball team, is with us. He has 10 home runs this year, which brings us to the stat of the day.
It's the BYU Sports Nation stat of the day.
10. Colton Shaver's 10 home runs are the most by a freshman in the last 10 seasons at BYU. Sean McNaughton, my homeboy, hit 12 as a freshman in 2005. What has this meant to you this year to be kind of that power hitter that maybe BYU was missing last year a little bit?
I feel like it's what they wanted me to come in and do. Just hard work pays off is kind of how it feels to me. I've been working hard, and it's starting to show off.
Did you have a goal for the number that you wanted to put up this year personally?
Personally, my goal is to bat over 300. So it kind of makes me more of a diverse hitter. And the home runs just come when that happens if you're a power hitter.
Do you know what you're at right now?
I think I'm around 309 or something like that. So I'm above 300 right now.
You're at, let's see. Where are you? 308.
308.
Nice.
So you're right there. Nicely done. Let's talk about the wins specifically last year and then kind of look ahead to this week. But the game against Utah. College baseball non-conference games are interesting on a Tuesday because then you'll have your conference games Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you don't throw your ace per se. You try and play well, but it's Utah. So you want to win that. What was that game like for you guys?
It's a big game because it's an in-state rival. There's a lot of fans around the state that want us to win. There's a lot of fans that want Utah to win. So it's definitely a big game to win, even though it's on a Tuesday. With the conference play coming up, it's still very important.
And it was big the way you won, too. Can you describe, I guess you had 3 wins like that. Late inning, 2 were walk-off against San Francisco, but put up the winning run in the 8th against Utah.
It was fun because those are the moments you live for. That's where baseball, you just know, is the best game in the world because it's close. Anything can happen. Anybody can go, anybody can have an amazing play that will win the game. And to win 3 games that way, it just makes everything worth it.
Best game in the world.
I do love baseball.
I think he just challenged me right there.
You just said that to a former BYU football player.
I was like, you know I play football, right? They tell you that. So I remember playing those games, the rivalry games with Utah, and you guys got UVU coming up. Is that you guys consider that a rivalry?
I consider it a rivalry too because it's a lot of kids, especially there's Mark Kruger, the outfielder for UVU. We went to the same high school together. Okay. So it's always fun just playing kids that you know.
So it's a little bit more personal for you, given that. But with Utah and UVU, I mean, and you could even include Utah State, right? Weber State. There's something that holds just more weight with Utah and BYU. When it comes to UVU, is there a bigger emphasis with coaches or the same emphasis as Utah with coaches, or are your other players saying, hey, it's, this is UVU, we gotta go, just like Utah?
We feel that way. We're like, hey, this is an in-state game. We got to go out and just ball out, play our hardest, and come out on top.
See, I told you, Jerem. I told you.
It's big, it's still big. And it's a big game tomorrow. You can listen to that on BYU Radio coming up, BYU and UVU. Tomorrow. The San Francisco series was an important one. They're the WCC leader, and then you guys take 3. How did you do it?
I think the Utah game really helped because we went out, played relaxed. We were down a little bit. They had a couple big hits, and we just had that feeling like, okay, they're up, but it's not going to affect us. We're going to come back right here and battle out. And I feel like that's what we did against San Fran as well.
Now you have a big week coming up. You play the 7, 8, 9 teams in the WCC. Now you've kind of been front-loaded. How confident are you guys that you'll make the WCC 4-team tournament?
I feel like we're playing really well right now, but we know that the next 3 series, they've been playing well as too. They've beat some big teams. They've played well. They've battled with everybody, so we know it's not going to be an easy road, but I feel like we're playing well right now.
I would assume the first goal for you guys on the season is to make the WCC tournament and then NCAA tournament?
Yes.
Is that correct? So what will be maybe different about this year than the past couple of years in terms of what you guys think you can do?
I feel like this year especially, because I wasn't here the past couple of years, so I don't know how the feeling is. But I know this year is more, everyone feels more confident. We have really good team chemistry. We all believe in one another, and we know that we can get the job done if we all put our heads to it.
Colton Shaver of the BYU baseball team is on BYU Sports Nation. You're listed as a catcher. Have you played catcher at all this year or DH?
Just DH this year.
Have you played in the field at all?
I played a little bit at first base.
Yeah,
a little bit games.
So how's practice?
Should we change that on BYUcougars.com? That's what I'm getting at. Should we list you as the DH?
Hopefully I get in some defense next year, but I'm just doing whatever I can to help out the team.
So how's practice like for you with being a DH? I mean, do you just hit balls or do you just you practice at all? You kind of remind me.
Do you practice at all?
You kind of remind
me. Did you just ask him that?
Like in the field, like you practice in the field, or are you just like doing batting drills all day? You kind of just remind me of a kicker. You come in for that one.
You
play.
did not just say that to Colton Shaver.
The only reason why I said that
is because you said the baseball.
I love you, but I had to throw a shot right back at you. So we're even now, 0. It's 1-1.
It's even.
There were 19 questions in that, so go ahead.
If anything, I'm a punter. But
defense.
BYU needs one. Are you the next punter? So what is practice like for you?
I do practice a lot. I practice catcher and first. I kind of just go in between. And then when we do our BP at the end, our batting practice, we just hit our normal groups, and I just hit my group.
Okay.
So I go both catcher and first.
Who do you pattern your game after in the majors?
In the majors, I try to, not his attitude, but I like how Manny Ramirez, when he was in his prime, how he swung. And that's kind of how I modeled my swing. I try to play like Bryce Harper with how emotional and how much fun he has, how hard he plays.
Nice.
But I try to model my swing after Manny Ramirez, I would say.
What are your plans after this season?
After the season, I'm planning on going to Washington, D.C. to play summer ball and just to get better for next year.
Awesome. All right, any mission plans in the mix, or do you plan on playing at BYU?
Just plan on playing at BYU.
Okay, awesome. Colton Shaver is with us on BYU Sports Nation. This week, a couple of big games as we talk about UVU, and then I believe it's at Pacific, right? What will it take to get a couple of wins this week?
This week is just same as last week. Just go out and have fun and play hard.
Just walk-offs, huh? Couple walk-offs.
Couple walk-offs.
You go ahead and you could think about me, my face, when the ball is coming. I'll show you I'm a kicker.
That guy in football, my goodness.
That one short dude.
Colton, you've had a great week, but we're going to give you the BYU Sports Nation karma. This is a real thing. Helps people out. What are we doing here?
We're touching.
Okay, that's good. I'm good, man. I'm good.
He doesn't like when we hold hands. I try to tell him
I don't like holding hands with you. Yes,
I try to
that's a
tell him
fact.
it's a physical touch. You got to pass it through.
Yeah.
And he isn't really like that.
So
That makes sense, though.
It's
right?
that chi energy.
Yeah, see?
There you go. Okay.
There it is.
If Colton's on board, I'm on board.
See, there we go.
Hey, best of luck against UVU tomorrow
you.
in App Pacific.
Thank you.
Colton Shaver in the house, everybody. He's crushing it.